If you're about 2 weeks or less out from your event and you're feeling a little overwhelmed and you're not quite sure what you're doing, or you feel like there's no time to get everything done, then this video is for you. I'm Lauren Caselli, a conference retreat workshop and event planner and strategist for online businesses and creative entrepreneurs. And today I'm talking about letting it go. And no, I'm not talking about the Frozen song, although I do love that Frozen song. But I think a lot of times as entrepreneurs and when we're planning events, we get inside our own head and we feel like every idea that we have is the best idea and we have to execute on every single one of them. And a lot of times there simply isn't enough time, there's not enough brain space, there's not enough brain power behind an idea, and it's not even relevant to the success of an event. And so often we can overload ourselves because we're not focused on what's the most important. And sometimes, it can be like we're scared of putting the finishing touches on our content, and so we kind of create other ways to distract us, like adding flower arrangements or opening 5 more spots for ticket sales or whatever. And so it's really, really important when you get close to your event, I would say 2 weeks to a week out, that if you haven't started executing certain things on your to-do list, to just let them go. And I started thinking about this topic because yesterday was the summer solstice, and I was sitting outside of a friend's house. We were sitting around a fire, and we were writing down the things that we wanted to let go. And what I noticed was the things for me that made me the most overwhelmed and the most tired feeling were things that were in the near future that I didn't feel like I had a handle on, and I wanted to let those things go, or at least let go of the emotion around some of those overwhelming things, whether it was meetings or client proposals or whatever. And so when I say let it go around an event, it's really super important that, number one, you're focusing on the goal of the event, delivering amazing content and an amazing experience for your guests. And number two, you are refining and executing the things that are already, the balls that are already in place. Now, that's not to say that, if somebody offers to donate alcohol or something or wine or a gift, a couple days before the event, if you're open to that, go for it. But once you get to about 2 weeks to a week out, you should have a pretty solid idea, a pretty solid plan about what the event looks like, and you shouldn't be adding. And so if you do have ideas, if you do have amazing things in your head that you want to execute for this event, I would say let them go for now. Maybe write them down on a piece of paper, and for the next time you can execute them. But it's really super important to identify that 2 week out period where you can just be like, this is it. This is all I have to give, and I'm letting go of anything else. You'll save yourself a lot of time, you'll save yourself a lot of sanity, and you will be much better able to be a really great hostess at your event. So that was my quick video for today. Happy summer solstice, which was yesterday. I hope you had a life-changing, transformational weekend. If you have any questions below about what types of things aren't important, how to make the game time decision about whether or not you should let something go, feel free to pop it in the comments below, and I'll see you next week.